So I get it why some people will ask this question. Some of the questions that I get asked in terms of how much do you actually earn in the stock market? It's Let's get straight to the point. It's not a great amount of money that I earn from the stock market. I get it. It's not flashy. It's not the most coolest thing here on earth. It's not a get rich quick scheme, okay? Because of the way I invest in the stock market. Remember, I use the word invest for a reason, okay? Because that's specifically what I do in the stock market. I don't trade in the stock market. And the difference between invest and trading in the stock market, you may ask. For me, it's very simple. I will break it down in this video, okay? But before we go any further, my name is Deji. If you're new to this channel, do me a quick favor, hit the subscribe button below your screen and hit the like button on this screen as well below your screen, just to help push this video out to as many people as can learn from the video. Let's get straight to the point. Okay, in terms of investing and trading in the stock market, it's a very, very simple concept in my head anyway. Investing over the long term. When I say long term, I mean 5 years and above for me. Trading is when you're putting money in quickly, selling, and hopefully making a return, sometimes making a loss. Okay, that's the way the game is. That's a very simple concept for me. And especially in terms of how I invest in the stock market, I concentrate on something that I know, that I'm comfortable with, okay? And something that I know and that I'm comfortable with is not a lot of things. So if I don't know it and I'm not comfortable with it, I simply don't bother with it. What I know and I'm a bit comfortable with is in terms of ETF investing, exchange traded funding. Very simple, okay? Let me describe this to you as best as I can and as simply as I can. Over the past few years, I've been talking about stocks and shares, or stocks or shares, whatever name you want to call it. Stocks, okay? In my previous video, I've already explained to you what stocks is. Essentially, very simple word. And essentially, when it comes to ETF investing, just imagine ETF as this. You've got a lot of stocks, different companies. You've got Apple, you've got Samsung, you've got Tuna, you've got, I don't know if Tuna is a brand, but whatever the company brand name is, you've got so many different brands, okay? And essentially, instead of you going to each of these companies, okay, all these stocks and picking all these stocks individually, what ETF does is that ETF essentially has it creates a basket, a fishing net, let's assume, and it simply casts it out into the sea, into the ocean, whatever the case may be, and it simply grabs whatever fish is the fattest and ready to be eaten. And it takes it in and it keeps it in that basket. And it keeps the best fish in that basket, the fish being the stocks, okay? It keeps it in that basket. So which means you don't need to do anything beyond buying that basket, that basket that has got so many stocks in it. You don't need to do any much of a research, because you know within this basket there are X amount of stocks in this basket representing whatever that basket says is representing. And as such, it keeps the stress a lot less. So you're not going around, running around, chasing after stocks, chasing after which company, chasing after which fish it is that I'm supposed to buy. One of the biggest advantage with doing this, let's just get straight to the point, is that most of us, we work full time. We don't have the time to sit down after work, especially after work. You just want to chill out, or I don't know, play football, or just go to the gym, or just watch TV. I recommend the gym rather than the TV, by the way. That's by the by. But to be honest with you, we just want to chill out, and essentially we don't have the time to look at balance sheet to see how good this company is doing or how bad this company is doing. So picking stocks, picking individual stocks, and then every 3 months you've got to do the review, or every month even in some cases, because some company can just simply go up and down straight down. You don't have the time, nor do you have the technology, you don't have the systems in place to be able to run around all over the place constantly picking stocks. Why? So most of us, if you don't have the time, nor do you have the resources, you don't have the system in place, keep it simple. People, keep it simple. There is already a basket that somebody, company, an entity, computer, whatever has created that simply has whatever stocks it is that you want to buy. That's got a lot of it in it. And guess what? That basket as well is being monitored by professionals, people that have the system. They're constantly going to work constantly to make sure this basket remains healthy. What I mean by this basket remaining healthy is that whenever that fish that they've caught in this basket is starting to get sick, or it's getting to be too small, or not quite, in the same caliber as this basket claims it's supposed to be, essentially they simply get rid of that fish, get rid of that stock, replace it with a brand new fish, nice and healthy, brand new stock. You don't have to do anything. You just simply have to keep buying this basket. Keep it simple. So you keep buying this ETF. So let's bring it back to the stock market. Essentially, if you're keeping it simple, if you don't really have the time, no, you don't really have the energy to be chasing around all these stocks or trading all these things, keep things very simple. Work your day job, work your businesses, keep making the money. That's your primary objective. Okay, so I'm talking to the people, general, normal, most people, most regular people. You simply work your normal day job, you make your money, you work your normal businesses, you make your money, take a little bit, invest in the stock market. Keep it simple. ETF, a basket of stocks. A basket. It could be, I'm not giving you, I'll be very careful. I'm not giving you an advice, but I'm just saying, for example, FTSE 100. It just means 100 top companies in the UK, for example, okay, that you essentially buy the basket, the FTSE 100. You own 100 stocks, 100 top companies in the UK. And guess what? Over the past 5 years, FTSE 100, if we look at the stats over the past 5 years, FTSE 100 has made us a return of well above 12%. Well above. So, and no, don't get me wrong, it's not going to always be like this. It's going to go up and down, and it has gone up and down. So looking at the stats at the moment, it says 12.9% over the past 5 years. Within that past 5 years, there's been some year that has gone really up, and there's some year that has gone slightly deep, and it's gone, so average with roughly about 12%, 12.9%. So which means we essentially, from simple investing, we've made 12% in the stock market from investing, not from trading in the stock market. Two totally different things. Simply put our money in the simple ETF over the long term, okay, 5+ years, and we simply ride the wave. Okay, we don't need to know too much about picking the right stocks or shares. Simple and easy, less headache, less fluff. Okay, and we simply keep investing constantly every single week. If it's £50 I'm able to afford, then £50 it is, constantly. £50 every single week. If it's £100, it compounds over time. Keep it very, very simple. Okay, so in short, ETF investing is for people that don't really have the time and easy investing over the long term. Okay, so stop all these questions about asking about how much have you made in the stock market. It drives and it encourages a lot of trading. And the problem with a lot of people is that they don't know what they are doing in the stock market. And then they get burnt because they're trading. You're constantly trading in the stock market. If you know what you're doing, Godspeed to you. Go for it. But if you don't know what you're doing, like maybe you want to invest your money to be able to earn a decent amount, I mean, we're talking about 12%. That is very decent over the past 5 years. Simple ETF investing. Basket, basket of stocks. Keep it very simple and keep investing constantly over the long term. Okay, I hope this helps. But obviously, if you've got questions, drop your comment below, and anytime drop your comment and I will always answer your questions. Okay, again, hit the subscribe button before you head off and hit the like button as well while you're here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.